Welcome to Headline News. This is Maria Han. Pence refused to remove Trump as president. As reported by multiple media outlets on Thursday, January 7th, Vice President Mike Pence did not support a call by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and others to invoke the 25th Amendment of the Constitution to remove President Trump from office. Business Insider first quoted Pence advisors saying that Pence would not support the call. White House officials told The Hill that Pence was not engaged in 25th Amendment discussions. Meanwhile, the New York Times also reported that several members of Trump's cabinet believe that removing Trump from the presidency would lead to further instability in Washington, D.C. Senate senior Republican Lindsey Graham said he does not support removing President Trump from office. He told reporters that he did not think it was appropriate at this point and that he was looking for a smooth transition. He will spend the next 14 days seeking to transfer presidential powers in the traditional manner. Graham said he spoke earlier Thursday with White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, who said the transition was going well. White House Deputy Director Chris Liddell has sent a memo to cabinet agencies on Thursday. As is customary, all appointees of the current president are required to submit a formal letter of resignation to their president on January 20th. This will be followed by a transfer of power to the incoming president. CCP-controlled firm LEFC bribed Hunter Biden with millions. Daily Caller recently reported that an email was sent from a consultant of the CCP-controlled company CEFC to Hunter Biden on October 4, 2015. The article revealed that CEFC offered to donate to the NPO World Food Program, USA, that Hunter was chair of at the time. CEFC also wanted to invest up to $100 million in Hunter Biden's Burnham Securities in order to bring him on board as an agent for CEFC. The article disclosed that the consultant was named Scott O. Burnham Securities is a cross-border mergers and acquisitions investment firm established in Shanghai by Hunter and his former business partner, Devon Archer, in 2013. O also suggested that the partnership would involve invitations for the Biden family to speak in China, the email reads. All expenses will be covered as well as speaking engagements. An email sent by Biden's business partner, Eric Schwerin, indicated that Scott O was an intermediary between CEFC and Hunter's Burnham Securities, and that O expressed hopes that Biden's Burnham Securities would find investment opportunities for CEFC. Schwerin wrote, "They are looking to move some of their assets to the U.S. and are looking for an asset manager to invest with. Asked if they wanted to put $50 to $100 million in Burnham's funds. How could we handle it? It is unclear whether CEFC has honored its commitment to contribute to the World Food Program. The WFP has not commented on this." A reporter from Daily Caller contacted Scott O, who admitted to sending the email to Hunter. The report said Hunter Biden's relationship with CEFC has been under scrutiny for two reasons. First, CEFC is under investigation by the U.S. government for bribery. Second, CEFC's chairman, Ye Jianming, has ties to the CCP's military intelligence. Although CEFC claims to be a privately owned company, some researchers say it often represented CCP interests in the U.S. using their ties in Western governments and corporations. A report released by the U.S. Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs on September 23, 2020, said that CEFC wired $5 million in payments to Biden's law firm from August 2017 to September 2018. Another $1 million was wired to Biden's firm Owasco LLC in March 2018 for legal services related to the Patrick Ho case. Patrick Ho Chi-ping, chairman of China Energy Foundation, a subsidiary of CEFC, was arrested for allegedly violating the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. It is unclear what Hunter did for Ho's case, as his name is not listed as a defense attorney on any of the legal documents in Ho's case, nor did he appear as a defense attorney to defend Ho. Acting as an agent for CEFC, Hunter Biden had concerns about violating the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. As an agent for CEFC, Hunter previously helped CEFC secure a $40 million LPG investment project in Monkey Island, Louisiana in 2017. He also helped CEFC fund a $9.1 billion project to buy a 14.16% stake in Rosneft in September 2017. Both of these projects fell through when Ye Jianming was jailed by the Chinese Communist Party in March 2018. While there have been no allegations of any wrongdoing in his dealings with CEFC, Hunter did message his then business partner, Tony Bobulinski, in May 2017, expressing concern that he might have violated the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. A U.S. Senate report released in September 2020 also disclosed Hunter Biden's relationship with CEFC, which was deemed to have potential concerns of counterintelligence and financial crimes due to CEFC's alleged ties to the Chinese Communist Party's military intelligence. Police let Antifa into Congress. U.S. lawmakers say it was a well-planned attack. Republican U.S. Representative Mo Brooks said on Thursday, January 7th, that the riot at the Capitol was an orchestrated attack by Antifa and provided multiple lines of evidence. The District of Columbia's top federal prosecutor also said a Capitol Police officer allegedly opened a barricade for the protesters before the riot, allowing them to enter the Capitol. Antifa posed as Trump supporters and caused riots. Brooks tweeted on Thursday, "Please don't be like #fake news media. Don't rush to judgment on assault on Capitol. Wait for investigation. All may not be, and likely is not, what appears. Evidence growing that fascist Antifa orchestrated Capitol attack with clever mob control tactics." He also provided 4 pieces of evidence. He said, number 1, a congressman warned me on Monday of a growing Antifa threat and advised that I sleep in my office rather than leaving Capitol complex and sleeping in my condo. I heeded that advice and have slept on office floor for 4 straight nights. Number 2, Congressman told me he was warned on Tuesday by Capitol Police officer that intelligence suggested fascist Antifa was going to try to infiltrate the Trump rally by dressing like Trump supporters. Number 3, Capitol Police advised Tuesday that it best not to leave Capitol complex. Number 4, evidence, much public, surfacing that many Capitol assaulters were fascist Antifas, not Trump supporters. Brooks said, again, time will reveal truth. Don't rush to judgment. Don't be fooled by #fake news media, whose political judgment drives their reporting. My view, fully prosecute all. Also on the House floor Thursday, Republican Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida said some of the protesters who broke into the Capitol were members of the violent terrorist group Antifa, disguised as Trump supporters. Capitol Police cleared the way for Antifa. Michael Sherwin, the District of Columbia's top federal prosecutor, said federal prosecutors are investigating all of the officers involved. The Capitol Police opened the barricade for the protesters and allowed them to enter the Capitol because they were suspected of breaking the law at the time of the incident. As you can see from the live video, when Antifa used police batons to strike at the Capitol's windows and broke the glass, Trump supporters then shouted, "Antifa, Antifa, Antifa." Investigative journalist Paul Sperry said former FBI agents at the Capitol texted him to confirm that at least one busload of Antifa thugs had infiltrated peaceful Trump protesters as part of the false Trump flag operation. And some people also said that police escorted several carloads of Antifa into the rally. Rockin' Politics said, "Gotta see this to believe it. It's worse than we thought. This guy witnessed Antifa, or BLM, being bussed in for the rally with a police escort. He has the video to prove it." White House spokesperson Kayleigh McEnany said at a press conference on the 7th that the violence in Washington, D.C. on the 6th was shocking, and the president and the administration expressed their strongest condemnation. She said, "What we saw yesterday was a group of violent rioters undermining the legitimate First Amendment rights of the many thousands who came to peacefully have their voices heard in our nation's capital. Those who violently besieged our capital are the opposite of everything this administration stands for." Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.